What it do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your girl, Juiicy Renee, and right now I have Johnny Crome on the phone so we can see what's goody with him and the whole K. Michelle situation. What's up, Johnny? How are you?
What's up, girl? How are you? Long time no hear from. I'm glad to be back. Thank you for having me back.
I am elated to talk to you because the last time I saw you, you were on my radio show and we tore it down. I mean, you drove everybody crazy.
Amazing. Yeah, that was amazing. You know, you're actually for y'all who don't know, Juiicy and I, we have known each other for years now through a mutual friend. We've known each other. She's like the coolest in the world ever. She actually gave me an opportunity to come on her show, the first radio interview that I ever did. So first, I just want to say thank you for that opportunity, and thank you for having me back. I really appreciate it.
No,
And,
thank
you know,
you.
so thank you.
I love you too, and you were the best interview that I had. I mean, I had so much fun, and that's why I do what I do, because of people like you. So I want to get right into it, Johnny, because first of all, I was personally offended when I was watching, Love and Hip Hop, and the whole thing went down with K. Michelle. And you know what? I got so many emails and people were hitting me up on Twitter that I didn't even know were following me behind the whole situation, because I guess they saw you and I talking over Twitter. And they were like, so they wanted to know what in the world happened with K. Michelle? Why would she accuse you of being gay? Like, where did that come from?
Wow. Well, first of all, listen, this is a long-winded story, and I really want to give you the entire scoop. There's not too many people that really know about this, but I'm going to give you the entire scoop and tell you from my perspective how it went down. And a lot of this is fact, and I have, people and the proof to corroborate it and back it up. This is really what happened. Let me tell you.
Please.
We got down to Atlanta last year at the end of October. Moved down there like October 27th or whatever. I've been collaborating with, this is going to be a little long-winded, so just bear with me. I've
That's
been
fine.
collaborating with, obviously, with Nico for years. I've known Nico for like 8 years now. You know what I mean? Met through a guy who used to manage me, Ian Pollard. He introduced us. I had some records because Nico was in a group called Test Drive with another female artist named Margot that he worked with. So that's how we met, and we just stayed in contact, and we always did work together. We always just collaborated because we shared a lot of the same vision as artists. He's a great producer, very talented,
Right.
and he does his thing. And it just so happened that we started working on this project last summer. He came to me and was like, yo, we, was supposed to did this like way back when we linked up at Diz's studio. You know Diz,
Right.
Omar. We were working out of Omar's studio and working and doing stuff, but we never finished the project. So he was like, yo, let's finish this project finally, and let's go out to LA. Let's go out there, bam, and we'll start running around, because that's, a lot of cats is out in LA right now, just running around between studio to studio. It's just a great vibe for artists to be out there. So
Right.
it's like, let's work on this project. Let's do it. Let's get it done. So we started working. We started creating all these records. Bam, 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 bam. Next thing you know, it's like, yo, let's go out to LA for the MTV Video Awards. So we went out there, and that's actually when he ended up running into Mimi again.
Oh.
So this is my first time meeting them. Yeah. Nico and Mimi had dated years before. They
Right.
had known each other for years, and they had dated years before. And I actually got a chance to meet Mimi right off the bat. I met her manager, Wendy. I met Arian. All of them was out there. And it's funny because Nico was managing a pop group, a boy band group called After Romeo, and we was trying to actually set up a meeting with Akon. We went to this party in the Beverly Hills Hotel, and we were about to go into the party, and Mimi comes out the bathroom. It was like, it was fate. It was fate. And she ran to Nico, and it was like, oh, hey, how y'all doing about it? It was like all over again, right?
Oh, wow.
So Akon comes out, and I'm like, yo, there's no Akon right there. There's Akon. Let's go, let's handle our business, do what we gotta do. And they were was like all back in love again when they saw each other, right? So we ended up meeting up with Akon, taking a group by, and then I guess Nico got a call and was like, yo, Mimi wants us to come meet them at dinner. So we went to dinner, STK. I'm telling you the whole story. You're getting everything. So
wow,
all the details.
I'm honored.
Just bear with me. So we went to STK in LA, and Mimi's there, Arian is there, a few of the producers from Love and Hip Hop. And mind you now, I had never seen one episode of the show of first season. The only thing I used to remember seeing was the, you know how they do the little memes, the picture on Instagram? You know how they're doing all the pictures of Drake on Instagram right now?
Right,
doing
right.
little funny Instagrams of Stevie J making the rap face.
Right, yeah, the infamous
so
face.
That's the only thing, right, that's the only thing I knew, but I didn't know anything about the show. Never watched it, didn't know who they were really. And then Nico, he briefed me like, yo, this is, you know, she Mimi, this is Stevie's, you know, baby mom, or whatever. I know Stevie J, obviously, through the industry, don't know him personally, but I know of him, you know what I mean? So
right.
I'm like, okay. So I put two and two together. And then as we're sitting there, it's crazy because Nene Leakes came in. Nene came and joined us at dinner, and it was like, I really didn't know who she was either. I'm so naive and I felt embarrassed, but everybody in the restaurant, I was like, oh my God, take the pictures.
You don't know who Nene is, Johnny?
That's Nene. I did it.
Johnny, Nene, come on.
But you know, I know.
All right, I'll let you slide.
I did not know. But, you know, then everybody was cool, real cordial. That was our first kind of intro to the whole thing. Next thing I know, we get back, and we had just come back from LA. So, and we was recording in this mall Nico had in Brooklyn. So that's when we created NY to LA. And if you just saw the last episode that just aired, obviously they showed the video. So that's how that song came about. So when we got back from LA and got back to New York, boom, NY to LA. So we had made that song last summer, before we even moved down to Atlanta.
Okay.
Now, Nico and Nini's relationship started to grow and blossom. Started to grow. They was, you know, really feeling each other. And, you know, next thing I know, Nico's like, yo, we gonna move down to Atlanta. We should make that move. And I'm like, move to Atlanta? He's like, yeah, you know, we're gonna get a little bit closer to Nini. I want to make that work, and it'll be good for what we're doing with the project because it'll give us a different sound. We got kind of the East Coast gritty sound. We got some, you know, being out in LA. We got some West Coast stuff. Let's go to Atlanta and get a little Southern bounce and kind of let's just feel that vibe out. It'll be good. So, you know, he was like, let's just move out for like 3 months, and then after that, we'll head back out to LA. Because my plan was to eventually move out to LA, and he wanted to go out to LA too, because you know, he got a lot of people out there. My brother lives in LA, Beverly Hills, so in Hollywood, so it just wouldn't make sense. So we ended up moving down to Atlanta in October. Now, let me tell you this. The very first day that we got there, my boy invited us out, you know, to dinner. We went out to dinner, and then we went to this club. It's a pretty well-known little spot, little cool, little lounge, little club called the Cool Room. And this was on a Tuesday night. So we went there, and the first night that we were there for probably about 10 minutes, and Arian comes in, right? So Arian walks in, she sees us and remembers us, and hey, what's up, everybody? You know, she sees us over. We got a little table over in the little cut, whatever. We got drinks or whatever. So she comes over, bam, 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 and so then she calls me. This is what she called me. She called my nickname. Like she called me boyfriend. Hey, boyfriend. Da 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 da. Right?
Oh, that's your nickname?
So, what'd you say?
Boyfriend is your nickname?
That's what she called me. She's like, what's up? Boyfriend.
Oh.
Arian always calls me boyfriend. When she, what's up, boyfriend? Da 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 da. Right? So then the very next day after that, Nico's talking to Mimi, and Mimi says that, yo, there's a rumor going around that you guys that you're gay. And we're like, what? We just got here. We've been here for like 24 hours. You know what I mean? So how's that? And I cannot say exactly how, but my gut feeling tells me that club that night, right?
Right.
So you put two and two together. I'm not saying that this is exactly what it was, but put two and two together. Who else was there that could have went back and said something? You know, and Atlanta, even though it's a big city, is also very small. People start talking. People start, you know, the rumor spread real quick. And as we all know, there's a big gay population in Atlanta.
So let me ask you something, Johnny. So I have a question. I have a question for you. So is the Cuckoo Club, is that like a gay club?
No, it's not a gay club. It's not a gay club. It's a regular club, but this is the thing. I'm pretty sure there was plenty gay men in there.
Oh, okay, I see.
In Atlanta, it could be you could be a big, it really be the big diesel, extra testosterone guys that run around talking all that, you know, all that noise, and they end up being gay. You know, it's a lot of down low gay men there, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with you know, that's what you want to be, fine, it's up to you. But it's like, hey, you can't put a tag on somebody just because maybe they look a little different, or you speculating. You just can't put a tag on somebody. And I think fairly kind of somebody tagged us and was like, nah, they might be. You know, like, what does a gay person look like?
Right,
you know,
there is no look.
Kind of more flamboyant, but what does a quote unquote gay person look like? So that was just really crazy to me, you know. So moving forward, I think because people really didn't understand the relationship between Nico and I, they thought like, oh, these niggas must be on some other shit. But they didn't know. Like we had the studio set up and all that. What K Michelle was talking about, like we gotta get to her real soon too. But let me touch on this because she's like, y'all niggas live in sharing a little apartment. First of all, we live in Buckhead. All right, everybody knows that Buckhead is the premier place to live at. All right, Fifth Plaza, it's amazing, it's beautiful. The rent was astronomical, though. That I will say. We paying like New York City prices in Atlanta, you know, to live in Buckhead. So, and it's split, like we had a loft, and it was basically split in two. He had his own house, I had my own house, because we both have, you know, we're very, you know, we got our egos, very kind of alpha male-ish. I want my shit, he has his shit. Oh, but the one thing that brought us together was the music. You understand? Like, we worked around the clock. Anybody that knows, when they came into our spot, they know. Niggas is in here working. We had the studio set up. We recorded so many records when we was in there. And that's really what it all came down to at the end of the day. It didn't have nothing to do with no kind of shady or side shit going on. Niggas was really trying to get into our business and trying to figure out what are they doing, because they just couldn't pin us. They couldn't put it. So the last thing to say is these niggas is gay. It was like they was mad. So, and I've been to K Michelle's apartment. I've been to it, and it's not very big. I've been there one time, and our apartment comes to her apartment. So there's just a lot of falsehoods that's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how somebody come off and say something, and then everybody just runs with it and believes them. But that's a whole nother story. So then moving forward, Mimi invited Nico and I. This is literally a week before we did that episode, before we filmed the video shoot. She invited us over to K Michelle's apartment. This is the very first time that I was going to be meeting her, and you know, she invited us over because K Michelle was cooking, and she was having some drinks. She had a bunch of other people over from the set, like, you know, the makeup artist, the hair, and, you know, they hang out together, and it's really cool, cool little vibe. So we went over to her apartment or whatever. She cooked. She actually could cook really good. She was really cool, very down to earth, very humble, not like the K Michelle that you see on TV. Very cool and down to earth. You know what I mean? We was just chilling, went out on the balcony, let off fireworks and all kind of stuff. We was there for like a couple hours, and then we left. We had some drinks, and then we left. So a week later, when we actually go to film the episode, and she comes at me and is like, oh, Johnny is gay or whatever. Like, that's news to me. Like, you know me. Anybody that knows me know that I'm as gay as Halle Berry is ugly. You know what I mean? That's the wrong one. But when she came at me, I didn't even take it like, I wasn't bugging, because I'm like, what is there to trip over? Like if somebody in the street came up to me and was like, I think this nigga's gay, I'm not going to turn around and fight him or slap him or bug out or do anything like that.
Right.
She's a woman, so I just took it like, all right, whatever. And when I got my opportunity to approach her, because the producers was like, listen, if you want to say something about this, you need to say it right now. The whole time I'm sitting there worrying about the video, filming the video, and getting that done. But they were like, look, we're filming. If you need to say something, you want to address it, do it now. So I walked over to her.
Oh, so that's why you felt the need to address her right then and there.
Like, yo. What'd you say?
I said that's why you felt the need to address her right then and there. That's when we saw the confrontation on the show.
Exactly. Because I would have let it go until it was a private time. But the producers were like, yo, if you want to address this, you need to say something right now. You see, the thing about TV is that they cut it up. They edit it how they want to edit it. So you're not seeing all the behind the scenes and everything else that's going on in between time.
Right, absolutely.
They'll film for hours and hours and hours just to get like 2 minutes of footage. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I walked over, I addressed her, and you saw what happened. She started, okay, get away from me, da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to talk to you, and it just turned into a whole fiasco when it didn't have to be like that from the beginning. It was supposed to be something positive. You know, Mimi had invited them to the set. We didn't invite them, but Mimi did, and it just turned into the situation, obviously, that is upon us right now. So there was, just to recap everything that I said, there's a lot of gossip, and it has a root to where it started. There's a lot of gossip that goes on just here in Atlanta, and with, that the circle of people that are involved in that, in this TV show. There's a lot of stuff, and necessarily so, because the show is about trauma. So, you wasn't going to let us walk onto the show and film our music video. Nobody else is filming music videos on the show. Nobody else is doing. We just some new guys walk onto the show and film a music video. They wasn't going to let us do that without throwing a little bit of salt on us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just the name of the game. You got to have some drama because the show is about drama. So to clear everything up, to recap, number one, I am not gay. That's number one. I don't have anything against gay people. Like I said before in other interviews many times, I got gay friends, gay family. Whatever your sexuality is, that's up to you. Doesn't bother me at all. Right? That's number one. So I'm not a hater, not a gay basher. Number two, I have only met K. Michelle one time. And the time that I did meet her, the first time I met her, at her apartment, she was really cool, humble, down to earth, everything was good. The second time was when we filmed the show. So it kind of comes off on the show like she knows me personally, and we hang out and we're friends and stuff. Never. That's never the truth, ever. I don't know her. We don't know each other personally, and that's just that. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's really it, man. I just wanted to really just get that out, clear it up, tell you the backdrop of the story, and tell you kind of where the whole thing started from. And, rumors spread very quickly in Atlanta because even though, like I said, it's a big city, it's still very small, and people talk a lot in the city.
Right. Well, I know about the ATL because I got family from down there.
Out there, it's going to spread like wildfire.
Understandable. I have a question to ask you. Do you feel K. Michelle's accusation on your sexuality or will or has in any way affected your career or your character or the way people perceive you now? No, I actually don't. I feel, okay, let me say this again. I feel like it has affected my career in a great way, actually, because a few weeks ago, before she said anything, nobody was talking about me. You understand? Right.
No one was. So it's affected my character in a great way. And anybody that knows me knows, number one, that I'm not gay. That's number one. And number two, we all know that what's done in the dark will come to the light. So y'all can keep searching for as much dirt as you want. I know niggas is out there searching, trying to find anything they can on me. You're not going to find anything. Nothing's going to come up. And once that rumor goes away, it's going to be another rumor. There's always going to be something. So the answer is no. She's actually given me a platform to, do bigger and better things. So thank you. Thank you to her. Thank you to all the haters out there. I salute y'all. I appreciate y'all's business. Thank you very much.
Johnny, has your friendship with Nico been affected in any way since the whole K Michelle fiasco?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, but it wasn't really because of the K Michelle situation. That's there's some other things going on that's between he and I basically, and I can't really give it away because then I will be giving away parts of of the show, of the upcoming show. So I can't really speak on it, but I will say, yeah, it has been affected. It definitely has been, but it's cool. You know what I mean? Like he's a grown man, and he's an artist himself. He's a businessman, and he got his own thing to do, and I got my own thing to do. I'm making my own moves, and things happen sometimes. That's just the way it is. That's life.
All right, understandable. So, what else are you doing besides Love and Hip Hop? Like, what's going on with your music career? The ladies want to know: are you taken, single? Are you dating? What's up with you?
Oh man, as far as am I dating and am I single and y'all just gotta have to keep paying attention and find out, man. If you see me in the street, holler at me. And as far as what I'm doing on the flip side of things, I got some modeling stuff going on, acting. I'm a client of Jay Purvis
Ooh,
agency, and I'm doing
nice.
some acting, some television, and I'm looking to branch out into film. Of course, music. Of course, that's pretty much number one. I got a video that's going to be dropping within the next few weeks called "Break Up Makeup." Really, really dope. Just taking it in a totally different direction. The EP is going to follow that, and of course, I got my fitness line, 10 Pack Nation. That's going to be coming really, really soon. So we got a lot of good stuff coming on. So everything is kind of just happening at the perfect time. I'm thankful and I'm blessed right now, really, to be in the position that I am.
Wow, Johnny, you have a lot going on. You sound so positive. I love the way you look at the situations in life, and it's necessary to have the positive mind that you have. So it was just really an honor for me to have another interview with you. It's always good talking to you. I'm so proud of you because I've known you for so long and you've come so far, and you are just an example of growth and success and prosperity, and whatever you put your mind to, you can do. Like, people can look at you and use you as a role model in a positive aspect to life. Like, it's just wonderful. So thank you so much for calling me in. How can people get in touch with you? Like, what's your Twitter? What's your Facebook? Do you have a website? And get.
Yes. Yep. Go to www.johnnycrome.com. That's Johnny, JohnnyCrome, and all of my my social media links are connected to that. Set up like a blog, so I'll be updating it very frequently. I have all my videos, my Instagram's connected to there, Twitter, unreleased photos. Just a lot of special things on the website that you might not be able to find through my social media sites. And you can hit me at johnnycrome.com. Twitter is at Johnny Crome. Pretty much everything is at Johnny Crome. So
Okay.
you can connect with me that way. Definitely go check out the NY to LA video. I want to comment on the video really, really quick. Like, I think there's a huge misperception about that video going on right now. I think people are kind of taking it the wrong way. Some of the comments that I saw were like, "What are these niggas doing? This shit's stupid." But look at it from this angle. Number one, the video is like a parody. It's a spoof. You know what I mean? And that's why there's comedic elements in the video. We ain't taking it really seriously. It's not a serious song. It's supposed to be a spoof on that type of lifestyle. And I think people are taking it like, yo, we're like big dollars and doing all kind of shit. That's not really what we was trying to portray. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to have comedic elements in it. So just watch the video and enjoy it. You know what I mean? The record is dope. You cannot deny the record. So when it come on in the club, when you hear it play it, you go and dance to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just want to thank Mimi Fouts, for being in the video. She's great, man. Out of anybody that I've met through the cast, she's number one. She's a wonderful woman, and I just want to say thank you. She's been very supportive, and she's really cool, really, really cool woman. So thank you you to Mimi for all the support and all the help that she's given to me. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, I actually saw the video tonight on tonight's episode, and I mean, I loved it. I don't understand. I really don't, but I think you did a great job. I mean, you're an awesome artist. You rap, you sing, you do it all. You're sexy. You got the modeling thing going on. Please, have a seat, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, I love you so much, and I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to me. And now I get to tell we get to tell the world what really went on in your side of the story.
Yes.
So I thank you so much for calling in.
Hopefully, I gave enough detail so that people really understand where this rumor kind of started and who kind of really started the rumor out there. You know what I mean? Because it's weird. It's really weird because that person who I'm speaking of is is actually like bisexual. So it's funny how
wow,
bisexual is accusing somebody. Yeah, you'll see.
Wow, really?
Free, man. Yeah. We're gonna bring all the dark. We're gonna bring it to the light because there's a lot of things out there that's being said, a lot of misconceptions. But people, listen. First, number one, it's just a television show. Some of these people get so wrapped up in the show, they like live and die by it. Like they get so mad and so angry. Like they. It's just funny to me. It's like, calm down, relax. It's a TV show. It's there for entertainment. Don't hurt nobody. Don't, calm down. It's not that serious. So, it's, but you can't believe everything that you hear or everything that you see.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the fact that you said, Johnny, I am still stuck on the fact that you said that K. Michelle. Are you saying that K. Michelle might be is bisexual? Is this who we're? I just want to be. What?
Well. No, I was talking about Arian. She may be bisexual.
Oh, Arian.
Out there. But K. Michelle, I think she's actually. I want to say that she has actually come out and said that she had a phase where she messed around with women. I think that's been made public. Actually, I think it's kind of public out there. So it's just I don't know. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy.
Wow.
Who are bisexual and doing these things with their sexuality are coming out and accusing other people, and not like it's a bad thing. Like, yo, if I was gay, I would come out and say I'm gay. There would be no reason to hide. It's a free country. There's like gays. Honestly, they run the world nowadays. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? I've had
run the world there.
I've had this conversation. I've had this conversation actually with someone from my blog that twittered me, and I told them, I said, I don't really think, I think if Johnny were gay, he would just say that he were gay. I don't think that he would try to hide it. I think he's comfortable within himself enough to say whatever it is that he is. So this is why I was appalled by the whole situation with K. Michelle and everything, and I took it kind of personal because, I knew you before the cameras and the glitz and and all this jazz. Like, I knew you then, and I don't know if anything changed since then. That's why I'm touching base with you now. So I'm so glad that you just said that, because it's kind of like confirmation from what I was already trying to explain before. That I think you would just be comfortable enough to say who you are.
Absolutely, like there's not a reason. There's not a reason to hide, and this is, I'm a supporter. Like I'm a supporter of that. Like the gay marriage, and like I said, I have a gay family member and gay friends as well. They're good to me. I respect them, and I got love for them. There's no reason to hide. So if I was that, I wouldn't hide it. You know what I mean? There ain't no reason to hide. I mean, I'm not the nigga that's running around trying to act like I'm Mr. Tough Guy, like I'm hard or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like that's not what I do. So I wouldn't have a reason to have to hide it. There's no reason for me to put up a front. Even as an artist, there's no reason for me to put up a front because that's not really the type of music that I make. I'm not making the kind of music where I gotta be, Mr. Macho, Mr. Tough Guy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was. I would come out and say it. So, you know, and it just opens up a larger conversation, like the hating and the gay bashing. Like, I see so many mean things that people are saying, and you know, for a person that actually is gay, they got to be looking at it and taking it like, yo, this is a cool, fucked up world out there. But it's funny how because a lot of people that I see hating, obviously are, you know, they minority, African American, they black. And it's funny how we as a people come from being called niggers, come from being hated on, come from being oppressed and all that, but yet we so quick to turn around and hate on somebody else because of their beliefs or their sexual preference.
Preach.
That to me is backwards.
Preach it.
You know? Like,
yes.
why? It's just crazy. Like, why? How many niggas do I see out wearing Gucci belt, Marc Jacobs shoes, Gucci shoes, but all those designers are gay. They're all gay designers. So you're representing the clothing made by a gay man, but yet you'll be the first nigga talking about no homo or pause or some stupid ass shit like that. But you wearing a Gucci belt,
right?
Designed by Tom Ford.
Because they're ignorant. They're ignorant.
It's backwards. It's ignorance. It's foolishness to me. It's foolish. So, you know, I just ignore it and keep it moving, man. But I know kind of what I've been put here for, and it's really just to be like a beacon of light, like through all of this nonsense. You know, just be positive, just be good, spread love people, man. You know, love your friends, love your family,
absolutely.
Love your neighbors, and let's help let's just make it better, man. Let's just make everything better. Let's build. Stop trying to destroy and knock each other down, especially, you know, black folks. Stop knocking each other down, man.
Right.
Help build each other up. You know, it's crazy. Like, I saw the video on another note. 2 Chainz, the robbery. Like, you know, and those black dudes, they're chasing down 2 Chainz in the middle of the street, shooting at him, robbing him at gunpoint. You don't see Justin Bieber getting robbed by no white boy at gunpoint. You don't see nobody doing that to him. The white folks, they ain't doing that to one another, but we doing that to each other. This shit is crazy, man. Like, we gotta grow up. Gotta change this shit.
You right about that.
So, I know I've been talking a lot.
No, it's been great. It's been good. You know, you should look into being a motivational speaker because you're really good.
I just think it feels good when I can inspire other people to
right.
People reach out to me all the time, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first, exclusively at the Juiice with Juiicy Renee. You can check me out at The Real Juiice on Twitter. Thank you so much, Johnny, for calling in. I love you dearly, and make sure you keep in touch with me. All right, honey, you have a good night.
All right, Mom, good night. Thank you again.
No problem. Love you.
Love you.